Bloomberg for president? It could happen. Aides to the former mayor are in Alabama this noon preparing to file papers to get his name on the state's primary ballot. It is a jolt to the 2020 Democratic field, but is Mayor Mike serious about trying to become President Mike? CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us with more on this story. Marcia.
Well, Mary, depending on how you count it, this is either the fourth or fifth time Mike Bloomberg has thought about running for president. If you count his decision earlier this year to sit out the 2020 election, his decision to change his mind makes it number 5.
The truth of the matter is, when you look at the layout of who's going to vote and where the country is, I would be very unlikely to get elected. But in the private sector, I can make a difference.
It was less than 2 months ago that Michael Bloomberg explained his decision not to run in 2020. Now he's walking that back, filing papers ahead of today's filing deadline in Alabama to get his name on the ballot. Sources tell CBS 2 he is preserving his options to run. What changed? His belief, according to advisor Howard Wolfson, that Donald Trump represents an unprecedented threat to our nation. Add to that concerns about the strength of the 2020 field and a renewed optimism about Democratic chances after the outcome of the elections in Virginia this week, where his investments and gun control advocacy helped Democrats win control of the General Assembly. And voila, a change of heart. And don't underestimate his dislike of fellow New Yorker Donald Trump.
I'm a New Yorker, and I know a con when I see one.
Trump returned the favor today.
I've known Michael Bloomberg for a long time. If you go back early on, he said a lot of great things about Trump. But I know Michael, he became just a nothing. He was really a nothing. He's not going to do well, but I think he's going to hurt Biden, actually. But he doesn't have the magic to do well. Little Michael will fail. He'll spend a lot of money. He's got some really big issues. He's got some personal problems, and he's got a lot of other problems. But I know Michael Bloomberg fairly well, not too well, fairly well, well enough. He will not do very well. And if he did, I'd be happy. There is nobody I'd rather run against than little Michael, that I can tell you.
If he enters the race, Bloomberg will have the same pluses and minuses he had when he opted out a few months ago. On one side of the ledger, he's a moderate, common-sense pragmatist who doesn't have to worry about raising money. On the other, he's a 77-year-old Jewish billionaire. Political analyst Hank Scheinkoff says he could have a shot despite his status as a billionaire, a fact snubbed by several of the Democratic candidates like Senator Elizabeth Warren. She tweeted, "Welcome to the race, Mike Bloomberg," along with a link to a calculator for billionaires that sums up her proposed wealth tax plan. Senator Bernie Sanders tweeted, "The billionaire class is scared, and they should be."
Some people will attack him because he's rich. Others will say, wait a second, well, I want to be a billionaire too.
So will he or won't he? The speculation continues, but with moderate Joe Biden's star appearing to fall, there are many Democrats who say, welcome aboard. Mary?
So we should know by the end of today, do you expect him to file?
Well, I expect him to file to get his name on the ballot. His aides tell me that this preserves his ability to run should he decide to do it. So it's still will he or won't he?
Marcia Kramer. Marcia, thank you so much.